Hello, I'm Erin, and I'm here to do a very short video to basically explain why I use tapping and show you how this is just meant to be like the briefest tutorial. If you're really interested in learning more about EFT, emotional freedom techniques, tapping as it's called, I recommend going to somebody else's website, but I use this technique. It's self-taught. I went on a bunch of different YouTube channels one day when I was just feeling really low and really awful. Was actually just like a tragedy that was happening in our family, and I could not get a hold of myself. Nothing worked. Reiki, I mean, nothing that I had learned to do helped. And something guided me to an EFT video, and I did it. And I'm telling you, it was like the shift that happened in me was so monumental. It is a daily tool for me. I use it with my clients. I'm just the EFT fairy. I tell everybody about it, but I'm not like an expert. I just use it in practical ways to lower resistance, to help myself shift through dense frequencies that I know that I'm in. And by that, I just mean like funky emotions, high levels of unconscious stress where I know that my body is kind of stuck in a mode and I know I need to calm down. So with EFT tapping, what we're doing is we are tapping on 9 different points. These are acupuncture points like are used in Chinese medicine. And we are tapping about anywhere from 7 to 10 times on each tap point. I tend to stay longer on certain ones, but I'll just guide you through that. And we go around and around in a circuit. I'm going to teach you the tap points now. And as we're learning, I will tell you about some of the benefits of tapping that I have learned about. Okay, so we're going to start with the side of the hand. This is also sometimes called the karate chop spot. Okay, so you're aiming for right here. You're going to tap lightly, not a ton of pressure. Don't bang on yourself too hard. Just enough pressure to where your body is feeling it. Okay, the next tap point is here right between the eyebrows. You can tap both sides because you're symmetrical, or you can just tap with one hand. I'm going to show you with both hands, but I'll tell you that I'm actually kind of a lazy tapper and I'll end up tapping with like one hand most of the time. The next point is on the side of the eye, and you can feel the ocular bone here, but you want to be right on the side like you had Egyptian eyeliner that extended out. Then the next point is under the eye, right below the pupil. Tapping here, good. The next point is right under the nose, the upper lip area. Then you're going to hop the lips and go under the lips in this little crease of the chin here. Good. Then you're going to find your collarbones with your fingers and come down about an inch, this little spongy area right here. The next point is the side of the body, about a hand's length down from your armpit. Tapping there, you can do both sides or just one. Top of the head is the last one. Stay up here at the top of the head for a minute. I'm just going to kind of explain some of the benefits. So when we're doing this deep emotional spiritual work, which sometimes leads us into shadow work, and I've been doing quantum healing with people for a long time, I have found that we call in a lot of light. We call in a lot of help, and we're moving into some really deep places in ourselves. Okay, let's tap between the eyebrows now. And what happens when we're tapping is that we are arresting our body's stress response. Some of us have been stuck in like a fight, flight, survival mode for a long time, and we don't realize it, or there's layers of us that are stuck there. And side of the eye, tapping is known to shift us over from our sympathetic nervous system, the fight, flight, freeze, and shift us over to our parasympathetic nervous system. So you'll start getting those comforting, calming hormones, neurotransmitters. Your body will literally be shifting chemically, spiritually, energetically, physically as we're doing this under the eye. I have seen some absolutely stunning, miraculous, remarkable results from people just tapping for 5 or 10 minutes, like enormous shifts. I'm not guaranteeing that's going to happen for everyone. And for some people, If we have a lot of stress in our life, we have a real buildup of cortisol and adrenaline in our system. It can take a while, but it does work and it will shift you down. I've even seen people go from like talking to being almost completely 100% asleep. So if that happens to you and you start to feel really woozy and tired, take some deep breaths. What's happening is that you are feeling the exhaustion that is actually present in your whole body system. And as soon as your neurotransmitters shift, as soon as your body turns off the spigot of adrenaline and cortisol, immediately your body, your consciousness wants to sleep because that's what you've been missing under the mouth. So if that happens and we're working in a session together, because I'm putting these sessions online so that anybody can access them at any time, and you are falling asleep and you can't wake yourself up, go take a nap. You've hit a point where you can actually rest under the collarbone and take advantage of that. That means that you are exhausted, but you've been sort of marinating in the cocktail of adrenaline and cortisol that doesn't let you feel how tired you are because you're locked into a state of panic somewhere in your background. I'm not saying that you're in active panic all the time, but some part of you is stuck on a gear of survival, side of the body. So we've done a couple of rounds now. We're tapping on the side of the body. And I'm just pointing out that in spiritual energy work, the quantum healing work that we're doing, it's really important that you be able to relax, to open and receive. You become more intuitive. You start to feel your multidimensional awareness come online. You start to feel yourself on a spiritual level, your own presence. All right. So, that's my spiel. This is why we do it. I hope that you enjoyed tapping with me. Let's tap on the side of the hand one more time and take a nice deep breath. Now normally we are using some very strategic language too with the tapping. That's part of the EFT system. I didn't do that with you today because I'm just showing you the tap points and I was giving you my spiel about what it does for you. There's a lot more, but I want to keep this video short if I can. And you can even use this video as just kind of a little de-stressor. I mean, you might actually be feeling the effects of tapping after just tapping with me for a few minutes. So I hope you feel a little bit more filled in on what tapping is and explore it more if you feel curious about it. I will have a lot of tapping in my videos for you to connect with. All right. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.